Hello everyone, I'm Bernie D'Ambrosi, Senior Vice President here in Region Americas. I'm really pleased to present the State of the Region for Q2 2018. I'd like to first start with safety as always. Our safety performance this year has been very good. I'm very pleased with the direction of our safety team. I really appreciate and like the boots on the ground approach that they've taken, and it's starting to yield some real results out there in the field. We have 5 less incidents year to date than we did in 2017. We've dropped from 30 to 25. Really terrific performance. Also encouraging is our fleet performance. Our fleet incidents are down 29% year over year. The concern I do have, if any, is that we've had most recently some significant serious potential or injury potential cases that we've had reported. It's great that they're getting reported so we can learn from them. But these SIF cases are very serious, and they're concerns because they're near misses. So basically, we got lucky. And most recently, there were a couple of incidents, one in which we had a man lift that was knocked over because of inappropriate rigging. We had a near miss associated with lockout tagout. And boy, these were scary. I really wanted to stop the whole management team, dig into the root cause. There's something about our process or our message that's not getting through. So I ask you all, take a deep breath. Let's take a look at what we're doing at the branch level, in our factories, in our offices. Really focus on our people and make sure that we understand what we're doing before we do it, and that we're taking every necessary precaution. It's so important for us. It just was a scary event the last couple of months. So let's keep an eye on that. But the performance has really been good year to date. Also, I really like the progress that we're making with this Why I Work Safely campaign. I love to see the engagement. I love the lessons that we're learning from the field and the communication that's going on. Keep it up. It's really terrific stuff. Also, this Summer of Safety program. I really like the messages that are getting sent out. The purpose behind them is to let's stay focused every day on our safety. It's hot in a lot of areas in the Northern Hemisphere. It's already a difficult atmosphere for our technicians and factory folks to work in. So let's make sure that we're taking the time, make sure they're hydrated, they understand the importance of taking care of themselves primarily when they're out there in the field. So with that, a pretty satisfactory result through H1. A little bit concerned about these SIF cases, so let's make sure that we differentiate between lucky and good, and we stay focused on our safety through the balance of the year. So two of my most favorite topics, and I've been emphasizing them all year, but people and customers. First, our people. I'm so proud of all of the people in this organization and the culture that we have here at Konecranes. A concern that I have, though, is that our current attrition rate. Our attrition rate right now, year to date, is 22%. That is really high to me. That means that 22% of our workforce is turning over between the beginning of the year and now. And I will tell you, that's very difficult for me to understand. I've always loved our culture. I've loved our people. I love the way we go about our business here at Konecranes. So what I'm asking everyone to do is take a look in the mirror, and at every one of our locations, make sure that we're creating the kind of environment here that we know that we've learned to love, those of us that have been around for a long time. Make sure that we take a look in the mirror and that culture is what we actually say it is. Let's practice what we preach and really take care of our people. That attrition rate's unproductive, but more importantly, it's a reflection of what we're doing managerially. And I think we do have to look in the mirror and think about that. So please take a look at that for me. Customers. You know, look, customers are where it all begins and ends, right? If you think about your people and you think about your customers, they really kind of run hand in hand. I took a look this morning at our Voice of Customer, the results that we have year to date, and we've had 1,894 responses from our customers. And you know what? For the most part, as you would expect, these responses are very good. A concern that I have, however, is that we have 326 detractors. These are 326 customers that have worked with Konecranes that wouldn't do so again. At least they say they wouldn't do so again. And that's always troubling to me. When one customer says that, it's hard. But when 326 say them over the stretch of the region, that's a little tough for me to understand. So I think what we have to do, again, this is a look in the mirror moment for us. Let's really understand what our customers are saying about us. Let's make sure that everybody in our organization is taking time to stop and focus on those customers. Look, we get busy. We have systems and processes and internal matters to address. But what really matters is our people and our customers. So let's make sure that our focus remains where it ought to be. And again, take a look at every activity that we're doing and make sure that that's intended to improve our customer experience. I know we can do it, and I know we can continue to improve this metric. Nothing short of people never wanting to leave here and customers never wanting to leave here is really acceptable for a group this talented. So growth and profitability, it's our scorecard, right? This is the way we keep score of how we're managing our business. I'll tell you what, I'm really, really bullish on where we're going in 2018. To all of you, great performance through H1. Let me tell you where we are. Our orders are up 12.6% overall as a region. And our order book has improved over $50 million during the course of the year thus far. That is fantastic work. I mean, when I look at some of these business units, industrial equipment is up 28%, R&M 19%, service 6%. Our DMAG parts business is up 15%. Nuclear has just booked a big Department of Defense crane, $25 million or so dollars. Really, really exciting about where we're going for the year. Now, when you take a look at sales, our sales are down a little bit year over year through H1. Now, of course, because of that big order book, we're going to catch up. And what's encouraging to me is that our margins are up a little over 1%. So when you think about it, your sales are a little bit down, which means your results a little bit down. So what's going to happen over the course of H2 is this order book of $50 million is going to start to flush through the system. That's going to increase our sales. That's going, with these types of margins, that means we're going to catch up in result. Also very important, this year we're paying a lot more of our total corporate costs. So what we're contributing from the region is just irreplaceable. You guys have done a fantastic job, and I'm very bullish on H2. The challenge that we're going to have is we really need to be hitting on all cylinders. When we look at flushing this order book in H2 to making all this materialize, increase sales, maintaining margins, and hitting our operative result, that means we can ill afford to have any delays in deliveries. We really have to be hitting on all cylinders in terms of the work we performed in the field, and everybody's got to be blowing and going this year. I'm very confident that this year is going to be our best ever. It'll be our second consecutive best ever. So really need you all to stay after it. Have a lot of confidence in where we're going and what we're doing. So really happy and excited about where we are in terms of growth and profitability. You all have a lot to be proud of. Thank you very much. I'd like to conclude our message this quarter with a couple of shout outs. At our most recent Konecranes conference, R&M Materials Handling was awarded the Components Business of the Year. That's a pretty significant honor, and we were able to back that right up with our service business in the U.S. having the Service Business of the Year. You all just performed extraordinarily in 2017, and I think it's recognized by our board members, by our shareholders, and certainly by our executive management team. I cannot thank you enough and congratulate those groups for the absolute terrific work over the course of last year, and frankly for what they've done through H1 of this year. So thank you very much, everyone. I hope you take the opportunity to celebrate. I know that in the region here we're not much for rewards. Our rewards really come from seeing our people develop and our business grow, but take some time to thank everyone, walk around and have a little bit of a celebration there if you're in those respective groups. I also wanted to point out for you all, for those of you that don't know, I was kind of excited. R&M changed its logo and its brand proposition to Rise Above. It's a great and handsome looking logo, and what a great brand proposition, Rise Above. And that's rise above the competitors, that's rise above the issues that we see on a day-to-day basis, and create unrivaled customer experience. I think that group is doing it, and it's awesome to see what they've done with their brand logo and proposition. Combining these together with what we do in the region, with Konecranes lifting business, we really have kind of an unrivaled team here. I think I'm very spoiled as a manager to get to work with all of the great people that we do here in the region. So listen, keep it up. Great work through H1. Need a really strong H2 from you. Focus exclusively on your people and your customers, and it'll come natural for you all. Take care of yourselves. God bless. Please work safely. Thank you.